here has just sat down with family and just played a board game? I play board games all the time with my family. My mom, not so much. She's not a big board game player, but there are some games that she would end up playing. As you can see, we have a few board games to choose from. I tried counting them all. I think I got the 110. So that's not including all the expansions that he has. That would probably bump it up to 200. I will be talking about the strategy that you need during the game, focus, problem solving. I will be talking about competition and the teamwork games, the differences between the two, and the bonds you gain while you play with board games. So the first point is your focus. If you're not focused during the entire game, you will fail miserably and probably end up losing like my dad did. We were playing a game called Return to Dark Tower. This is a teamwork game. We work together. We also do competition, but we were doing the teamwork one specifically. So my brother was doing a boss fight. You can retreat in between, but if you go to the next card, you have to be able to complete it. My dad being completely oblivious, my brother had 0 advantages, which makes the card easier to beat, and 5 warriors. My dad obliviously clicks on the next one. We get to the next card. 45 warriors. Cole has 5 warriors. I think he can do it. No, he didn't. We ended up losing the most anticlimactic game I've ever played. Oh boy. So problem solving, you got to be able to solve the problems in your game, obviously, because that's what it means. Woo! And one game that I think really does that, this game here, Ticket to Ride. You can get blocked so much when you're playing that game. If your opponents also, they're taking their turns, so they place right where you need to go, because you have to get a route from one spot to the other. They put this one train in the spot you need to go, screws up your route, you end up losing. It's really annoying sometimes. This game, all these games can become serious competition, except the teamwork games, but you know. That is another picture of all my board games. I don't know, just why not? But that is the Dark Tower. This is the only one really, is one of the ones that is connected to technology, but you know. All right. Competition games. My dad, he doesn't do very well in these games. He usually ends up last. I usually end up second. My older brother, he has the best win streak. First game he plays, wins. Every time. He is like 75% wins. I think the one game that I can remember that I won first time that he didn't win was Scythe, but I don't own that one. That one was his. Teamwork is also used in this game a lot. Scholastic tells us that board games encourage people to work with each other. Teamwork is key, especially in Dark Tower. You forget to kill a monster, it gets more powerful, ends up destroying a building, ends up with you losing. Don't get rid of enough skulls. That ends up with losing, because if you can't place a skull, you lose. You don't get one of the monthly missions done. Really bad things happen. Can end up with you losing there. And then you also, at the same time of doing all those 3 things, you got to be able to do the actual mission. It's probably the hardest teamwork specific game that I've ever played. All right. Now I will be moving on to the bonds. Wow, okay. It helps board games when you sit down and play. can help you stay off technology, which is probably the biggest benefit for me because I swear I'm on my phone at least 6 hours a day, which is probably not good for me, but I do it anyway. Yeah. My favorite game does involve technology though. It's this game. This was the one match we always lose, or we don't always lose, but we almost lost. As you can tell, this character sucks. This character, all of us hate her. She is the support character that doesn't do much, but, you know. Oh boy. You don't have to play a complicated board game. So for the people who don't want to, you know, play those complicated games like my mom, we got Bounce It. I don't have it with me right now, but it's one of the games that my mom will play. It's you bounce a ball and you try to make a shape. So, yeah, I wish I had a picture of it, but I don't have it right now. All right. Another thing that really bonds people is the humor. Oh my gosh. This game last night on Earth, last time I played it, I swear it cursed me. We're learning in math right now probability about dice rolling. You have a 1 in 6 chance to roll a 1. You sure it's not a 4 to 6 chance? And during that game, to spawn one zombie, because I was playing as the zombies, I needed to roll something other than a 1. First time, 1. Second time, another 1. Third time, another 1. Fourth time, a 1. Fifth time, a 1. Because I was rolling so bad, the heroes usually never win in this game. My dad and my brother actually won. And my brother was pissed at me. Another one is Casey Kruger, Elder Sign. Yeah, he died second turn. We still ended up winning, but it was funny in the moment that he died instantly. I went over different skills you gain by playing board games, also competition, teamwork, and the bonds we get even during like funny moments and all that bonanzas, whatever I just said. Even with horrible luck, like me, you can still enjoy games. And holy crap. You play, and you can always add new games to this pile that is actually probably way too high. But, you know, just enjoy the time you spend with your parents playing in board games.